Hey, thanks for tuning in because I got something to say. Welcome to Talk That Shit Radio, one of the most controversial, uncut podcasts since Rush Limbaugh. And I am your host, Mr. Talk That Shit. No need for the rest because you chose the best, you dig? And we're going to talk that shit today, man, on this motivational Mental Health Mondays. That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk that good shit. We're going to talk that inspirational shit. We're going to talk that motivational shit. Let me ask y'all a question today, man. When's the last time you checked on your people? When I say the last time you checked on your people, when the last time you picked up the phone or sent a text message and said, hey man, how you doing? When's the last time you called your brother? When's the last time you called your mother? When's the last time you called your homeboy and say, hey bro, you good? What's going on with you? Ain't heard from you in a while. How you been? You know, ladies, when's the last time you checked on your homegirl? Checked on your sister, your auntie, and say, hey sis, what's going on? I know you're going through a lot over there. How you doing? Let me tell you something. It's a lot of people in this world that go through mental health issues. Mental health issues affect people in many different ways. You yourself, more than likely, suffer from some type of mental health issue. And mental health issues these days are of the norm. If you say you don't suffer from mental health issues of any kind, then you're living in a fantasy land. Because everybody at some point goes through a stressful point in their life, may go through a depressing point in their life, going through things that may be just overwhelming in life. Men, things are not easy for you. You have the pressure of just being a man in today's society. You have the pressure from the women expecting you to be this way, be that way, perform this way, perform that way, whether it be in the household, in the bedroom, in your children's life, whatever it is, you have a lot of pressure. Out there in the workforce, there's a lot of pressure on you. You know, you're expected to be this Superman, this superhero in life, especially in a woman's life. But a lot of people don't understand how frustrating and how stressful all that can be because you are human. You may do things that make you look like you're a superhero, look like you're a super dad or super husband or whatever it may be. But you are going through some stressful times and you are going through things in your mind that sometimes is very difficult to deal with and sort out. And so therefore, you're looking for that understanding from someone else, from your significant other, from the people in your circle. You just want to feel like you have somebody there that you can go to, that you can depend on. Because even as a man, we need somebody there for us that we can go to and that understands us and that can relate to us and the things that we go through. Ladies, I know you guys go through a stressful time also. You know, you have kids, you have a household to run, you may have a career that you're dealing with. A lot of things in your life become stressful and unmanageable at times, and you really don't know what to do. And you just feel like pulling your hair out, or you may just feel like ending it all because it's too overwhelming for you. You just want to know that someone is there for you. Someone is checking in on you. Someone is giving you a shoulder to lean on, to cry on, an ear to vent to. That's what we all need. Because man or woman, we all go through our own lifestyle and our own pressures in life. We all suffer during our own different stressors in life. Like I said, whether they're children's a big stressor. Dealing with these kids these days in 2023, oh my God, you got to have magical powers to deal with these children because they're unbelievable. And the things that they're seeing, the things that they're being taught, the things that they're being receptive to is just overwhelming in a child's mind also, because they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. You know, us parents, we know right from wrong, and we try to teach our children what's right and wrong. But today's society throws these curveballs of what is normally wrong, and they're trying to twist it to make it seem like it's right. And that also is a lot of pressure on a young mind. And as parents, because we're trying to figure out each day how to counteract these things. And it becomes just like you want to grab your hair and scream because there's so much going on, you know. So we all need somebody. We may not want this person or that person, but we should all have one person that we can go to, that we can talk to, that we can express our feelings to, who will not only understand us, but that can also relate to us. No one wants to, as they say, grow old and die alone. No one wants to fight their demons and deal with their stressors on their own. They may say they do. They may say, I don't need anyone. Leave me alone. I'm okay. You don't know what I'm going through. But how do you know that? Unless you have that person that understands you and that relates to you and what you're going through. It's always good to have a friend. It's always good to have someone to lean on. You know, like that song, Lean on Me. You know, just lean on me, express yourself, drop all your luggage in my lap and allow me to help you sort them out. Let me help you sort out your baggage and prioritize your baggage to where you can create a calmer life for yourself. And that's the thing about our stressors and having a healthy mind. We have to prioritize. We have to put things in our life in order. Because if we don't, they're going to become just like a Scrabble board. All these different things all mixed up. But they need to be sorted out. And once they're sorted out, then everything can start to make sense. And then we can take each situation and address it the way it needs to be addressed. Once we address those issues the way they need to be addressed, we will come to realize that a heavy weight has been lifted off of our shoulders. And we can now continue on towards our goals that we put in front for ourselves. You know, we've talked about self-care. And part of self-care is setting those goals. So we have to be able to set those goals, but we can only set goals and achieve those goals if we have a clear mind. Now, no one's life is going to be stress-free all the time, but we can do the best that we can to sort these situations out, to make a calmer life for ourselves, to where it doesn't have to be all chaos and jumbled up, to where it's difficult for us to figure out and where it becomes overwhelming, to where we are considering taking steps that are not good for us, that are not healthy for us, that are not beneficial for us. If it's not beneficial, it's artificial. And we don't want to do anything that's not consistent, that's not beneficial, that's not pure for ourselves and our life. We don't want to throw our own toxicity in our life. We want clarity. We want a clear vision and a clear path. So go through your phone, go through your messenger, or whatever, because I know it's a few of your so-called friends or family members that you haven't talked to in a while, that you might not have heard from in a few weeks or a couple months. Make it a point, at least once a week, to check in on your people, because you never know what they may be going through. You never know the pressures and the stress that they may be dealing with. You never know if they're suffering from depression, if they're laid up in the bed, covering their head, don't want to talk, don't want to see anyone. You may call, they may not answer. Send a message. They'll read it. And believe it or not, once they read that message, they will start to feel better because they know, hey, somebody reached out to me. I'm not alone. I have somebody in this world. We may not talk every day, but that person is there when I need them. I know they'll reach out to me if they haven't heard from me, because they care, because they love me, because they want the best for me. And we have to return the favor. If those people reach out to us, we have to turn around, and if we haven't heard from them, reach back out to them. Hey, brother. Hey, sister. Hey, cousin. Hey, mama. Hey, granny. Hey, auntie. Are you okay? That's the question. You ask them, are they okay? And then you turn around and you ask yourself that question. Are you okay? Because it's okay not to be okay. And once we understand that, and once we realize that, and once we process that, everything will become much clearer for us. And understand that we're not crazy. We're not deranged. We're sick. We're not feeling well. And it's okay not to feel well, because the body has to adjust at times. The body has to cleanse itself. The mind has to go through certain things to see what it can and can't deal with, what it can and can't process, and the time frames. It's okay not to be okay. But I encourage everyone to check on your people and make sure they are okay. Well, that's all for today's episode of Mental Health Mondays. I hope everyone came in and took something out that's been beneficial and has enjoyed this conversation that we've been having. Until the next episode of Mental Health Mondays, make sure your people are okay. I'm out.